If you had told me 5 years ago that I would be running the largest nonprofit 501c3 dedicated to mental health and tech, well, I'd have told you that was extremely unlikely. If you'd told me 5 years ago that this organization would be dedicated to open source principles and give away freely all of the resources it creates, I'd have said that does not seem sustainable. If you'd told me 5 years ago that we'd have a Slack for that organization with about 30 members, all of whom have dedicated time and effort to changing the state of mental health in the tech industry, I'd have told you there's no way. I'd also have said, what's a Slack and why aren't we using IRC? But it's real. It's called Open Sourcing Mental Illness, and after speaking at over 50 tech conferences and meetups and companies, it became a nonprofit 501c3 organization with a board of directors and a team of dedicated volunteers. We raise awareness, we educate, and we do research and create resources where none have existed. We provide real, actionable information for tech professionals and their organizations to be healthier, more productive, and to save the lives of their colleagues and friends. I'm here first to thank you for helping us get here. Every single person who saw a talk and told someone about it, every single person who gave some amount of money, everyone who put a sticker on their laptop or wore a t-shirt or a hoodie, all of you are responsible for this. All of you made this happen together. And now I'm going to ask you to do more, a lot more. In 2008, the World Health Organization said that neuropsychiatric conditions are the most important causes of disability everywhere in the world. Most sources put the number of adults in the US that experience mental illness in a given year at about 20%. Now think about the people you work with and how many of them probably experienced a mental illness this year. I bet they didn't talk about it and they didn't tell you. And in our research, where we've heard from over 800 tech professionals in the US, half of them report that they have a mental health condition. 1/2. The real number is probably lower, but let's imagine the real rate in tech is only 25% or only 30%. That's still a huge number of our friends and our colleagues. But we still don't speak about mental health the way we do any other major category of disease or disorder. We are afraid to, and that makes getting help and recovering far more difficult. From our 2016 annual survey, over 1,500 respondents told us that 1, they believe it's 6 times more likely that discussing a mental health issue with their employer would have a negative consequence versus a physical health issue. 2, they are 3.5 times less likely to bring up a mental health issue in an interview than a physical health issue. 3, that 87% believe being identified as a person with a mental health issue would hurt their career. And 4, only 30% of their employers provide information about mental health and how to seek help. We are barely scratching the surface of an enormously significant health issue in our community, and we need to do more. Last year, I asked for $10,000. I knew that was a lot. We reached that goal in 2 days and more than doubled it in 30 days. Now, OSMI is positioned to start doing real, earnest, culture-changing work. We are engaging with more mental health professionals. We are gathering teams of volunteers and experts. We are ready to build something that fundamentally changes how we as an industry and a community operate. We can be healthier, happier, and more productive, both on an individual and an organizational level. But we need your help, a lot of it. I'm asking you to help us raise $50,000 in the next 6 weeks. We need that money to create the tools, documents, videos, and other resources to help more people, to educate more executive teams, to engage with more HR departments, to sponsor conferences, to speak at more events, to do more research, to engage and employ the experts we need to do the most help for the most people. Because this industry is made up of people. Communities are about people, and this is our community. These are our colleagues. These are our friends. These are our people. And so many of them suffer in silence. Some of them we lose forever, and we are left to wonder why, and regret, and try to understand. But the only reason this happens is because of fear. The only reason so many of our kith and our kin suffer in silence is because of fear. We need to choose. You and I, and all of us, we choose. We can choose to give in to fear. We can hide and be silent and quietly accept this. Or we can choose to meet inaction with action. We can choose to meet confusion with understanding. We can choose to meet indifference with compassion. We can choose to be stronger than fear.